Hi everyone. In this video, I'll show you how you can set up your school's curriculum before you start doing the observations assessment for your daycare or your preschool. First thing is you need to come to the assessment builder section. So under this, we have this assessment framework where you would see some already pre-filled curriculum. Now, let's say if this is not a relevant curriculum for you and you would like to upload your own curriculum, be it Regio, EYFS, Montessori, or if you have your own custom curriculum for your school, you can simply upload your file here. For that, you just need to come to assessment framework. You click on add development area using CSV. You click here, you download the format. Now, once your format is downloaded, this is how the format is going to look like. So in this, what we need here is the development area, the sub development area, milestones, and you can also add the age categories. So this function here basically helps you in filtering out your milestones based on different age groups. So let's say if my data is ready, I'll simply click on this option here. I'll go to my file, I'll select the file here. And now, if I enable this option which says remove previous data, if I check this box and I click on OK, now if you see here, my previous development area or the previous curriculum that were added, that is all gone. And the ones that I've recently added, just those are added here. Now, based now here you're seeing the entire curriculum here. Now, if I want to see, let's say for 1 or 2 years, I can see only the one relevant to 1 or 2 years. If I change the filter to, let's say, 3 to 4 years, I can see only those. So this is how you can upload your own curriculum into illumine. Apart from this, let's say once you upload, you want to make some changes. Maybe there were some spelling mistakes, or you added some wrong development area or sub development area or milestones. You have the option of always clicking on action. You can edit, delete, or if you want to add more sub development area to this development area, or if you want to directly add some milestones, all these options are all possible. Now, since I have added these age bands already here, let's say this experiment with different ways of moving, which is a milestone for me. Now, based on the data upload, if I click on edit, I can see that this is tagged to a age band for 3 to 4 years. Let's say this has been wrongly tagged here. I can remove this and I can add the correct age band here and submit. Apart from that, you also have an option of clicking on manage and manage progress. Now, this is where you have different progress values. So, whenever you're doing an assessment for a child, we have different progress values that are already pre filled, that is started, developing, an expert. But let's say if you have your own different progress value, let's say you have something called as emerging, you can simply add that and click on add progress. If you want to delete any of the ones that are already there, you can simply click here and delete it. One more setting here is I can click on manage and manage terminology. So in this, you can change the default term that we are providing. Let's say instead of assessment, you want to rename it to, let's say, student reports, and I submit it. Now this terminology has changed. If you see here, student reports, it was called assessment here earlier. Now based on my new terminology, the wordings have changed here. And also, if I want to add some new age bands which are not already there, which was added using the uploading, I can simply click on create age bands and I can add more age bands by typing the same here and clicking on save. Now, let's say once your assessment framework is ready, now before you start doing an assessment, you would not be doing an assessment for a child for the entire curriculum that you have based on the session, classroom age groups, you may have different criteria or different assessment criteria, let's say. So for that, I can simply go to assessment template. I can create multiple templates here. So let's say I give this template a name. Let's say session 1, term 1. And in this, I can choose which all development areas do I want. Now, within this development area also, if I don't want the entire framework, I just need, let's say, listening and attention, and I want understanding in this template. And under physical development, I want this. I will choose only the ones those are relevant for me. Once I have done this, I simply save this template. Now, this assessment template has been saved for me. Now, the usage of this template is when I'm going and doing an assessment for a child, I can simply select the template that I have created. If you have multiple templates, everything will come as a drop down, and the teachers can simply use the assessment template relevant for the child for whom they are doing the assessment for. Now, in this, based on different manage the progresses that I've had, I can simply add my own progress values here. Now, the last option here under the assessment framework is the PDF level setting. So by default, we provide three different templates here. So every time when you create an assessment and you share that with a parent, a report is generated in a PDF format, which goes to the parent's email, and also an activity is sent on the app, which the parents can always see. Now you can decide which template would you like to use. So we have this template 1 and template 2. Here the basic changes is just the background color. You can also change the font size, color. You can do some kind of a customization here. Apart from that, we also have a third template where you can choose your own design. So let's say I can add a cover page here. Let's say like the first page I want to upload an image, which means this is how my template should look like in the first page. And second page I can always customize based on my school branding. I can make such changes, and you can also do some student details changes here. Let's say if you want the staff comments to be in the beginning of the report or at the end of the report, you can place it wherever you want to. Also, in let's say in your case you do not want to show the students attendance in the report, you can simply hide that also. And you can also add a last page as a background here. That's totally optional. Now once these customizations are done, I can simply save this template. You can see the progress here. Now the attachment is now successful. Your pds has been saved successfully. Now when I go and do an assessment for a child, let's say I'm doing it for this child here, I can select a student. I can add progresses against each of the thing, and I can add my comments, and I save this, and I click on create PDF. Now based on my customization, this is how the report is going to look like. Thank you.